can deny that Jungkook and Taehyung lived together? This is the proof. Haters won't be able to say anything after this. In several live broadcasts and after returning from the airport, they were seen getting into the same car and going back to the same house. Here I've summarized everything, so make sure you watch this video until the end. Don't forget to leave your comment. We'll discuss everything there. And this week I'll make a special video dedicated to the best comment on this channel. Keep watching our best videos. Thank you. Love you all. Taekook forever. The best comment will be pinned as a way to honor their love. Thank you to everyone who continues to support this channel. May God reward all of your kindness. Purple heart folded hands. This video reflects my personal opinion and interpretation. It is made for entertainment purposes only and does not represent confirmed facts. Hey everyone! Before we start, make sure you watch until the end because you don't want to miss this moment. Welcome to VKook. We're still here and I feel like I can't leave this life anymore. This live stream became a refuge, a place to return to again and again, because what Taehyung and Jungkook showed us was real, intimate, and deeply moving. Every gesture, every shared silence, every glance was etched into my memory like something I'll never forget. It wasn't just another live stream. It was a window into their world, their routine, and the way they choose each other every day. Taehyung looks completely at ease in Jungkook's house. From singing together with the karaoke machine, to wearing matching slippers, to ending up lying on the sofa in such a natural and peaceful way, everything feels like home. That's not the attitude of someone just passing through. It's the attitude of someone who belongs there, someone who feels safe there. Jungkook's house is also Taehyung's house, because that's how it feels when two people share their daily lives. There's something very clear in the way Taehyung says, not once but twice, that he's going to sleep next to Jungkook. He doesn't say it hesitantly or as a random thought. He says it with certainty as part of his routine. And Jungkook's reaction, a gentle smile and bright eyes, confirms everything. They understand each other with few words because their bond is already established. They share the space, the rest, and the calm of the night, like a couple who cares for and supports each other. The glances they exchange say it all. They don't look for anyone else around. In those seconds, the world shrinks to just the two of them. That moment on the sofa, so ordinary and so intimate at the same time, shows how comfortable they are together, enclosed in their own bubble, where everything is simple and sincere. This live stream feels like just another Taekook night at home. We and Jean were also just there as witnesses to something that already existed before the camera turned on. The affection between them is evident in the smallest details. In how they speak to each other, how they seek each other's gaze, how they laugh together. There's such a strong closeness that at times it feels like we're witnessing something deeply personal. As if we've walked right into a private moment just for them. Taekook flirts, gets shy, and loses himself in each other. No matter how many years pass, they behave like two people who continue to choose each other, who are still discovering and enjoying one another. Their way of relating is gentle, delicate, and full of respect. It's impossible not to feel tenderness when you see how they treat each other, how they care for each other, and how they support each other emotionally. It doesn't matter how much time has passed or everything they've been through together. Taehyung and Jungkook complement each other, because they are an essential part of each other's lives. It's clear they hold a special place in each other's hearts. And even though they spend hours together, they never miss an opportunity to touch each other, to reaffirm that connection with small but meaningful gestures. Like when Taehyung holds Jungkook's hand and gently caresses it, without haste. That touch speaks of trust, of love, and of a closeness that needs no explanation. And since it's Christmas, let's celebrate this special time with Taehyung and Jungkook. Two people who, when they're together, fill the air with a distinct, gentle, and honest energy. There's something about the way they look at each other that changes everything, as if the world turns down the volume and only the two of them remain. There's not much to say when eyes speak for themselves, when a look says, "I'm here and I choose you," without words. Jungkook has such a clear way of showing what he feels. His eyes light up whenever Taehyung is near, and he doesn't seem interested in hiding it. It's a constant, unwavering, almost protective attention. Even if there are other people around, even if the situation is noisy or chaotic, Jungkook always returns to him. His gaze follows him patiently, as if Taehyung were his safe haven, his favorite place. There was one particular moment that's etched in the memory of many. Jungkook was there, sharing the space with others, but his attention never wavered. Everything about him pointed toward Taehyung. Jungkook gazed at him as if his entire universe resided in those eyes, as if he needed nothing more than the simple act of looking at him to feel complete. Taehyung, even though he wasn't looking directly at him, felt it. There are moments like that in life. You don't see who's watching you, but you know. You feel the sweet weight of a loving gaze, and your body recognizes it before your mind does. Taehyung smiled, a broad, genuine smile, the kind that arises when you know you're loved. And when he walked toward Jungkook, that smile was reflected even more deeply on his face, as if the whole of Christmas were concentrated in that gesture. Love was in the air, and you didn't need to be in the same place to feel it. Even through a screen, that connection felt real, close, all-encompassing. It wasn't an exaggerated or difficult to understand emotion. It was the kind of love you perceive in the small details, in the way you approach each other, in how your body seeks the other without thinking too much. Another unforgettable moment was when Jungkook gently wrapped his arms around Taehyung's waist, and they began to move together, slowly, following the rhythm as if only the two of them existed. Jungkook closed his eyes, his hands remaining there, firm yet delicate. Taehyung accepted this gesture naturally, as something that had always been his. In that slow dance there was respect, closeness, and a profound intimacy that needed no explanation. For a few seconds it seemed as if the rest of the world didn't matter. The cameras became meaningless, the noise disappeared, and only that shared space remained. It was like glimpsing a private moment, one of those instants that only happen between two people who truly know each other, who understand each other without speaking, and who choose each other again and again. The relationship between Taehyung and Jungkook feels pure, strong, and precious. Over time, that connection hasn't weakened. On the contrary, it seems to have grown deeper, more secure. There's a maturity in the way they support each other, in how they care for one another with simple yet meaningful gestures. Today, in this Christmas atmosphere, that love feels more alive than ever. It's not loud, nor does it need approval. It simply exists. Taehyung and Jungkook share a story made of glances, smiles, and moments that speak for themselves. And precisely that, is what makes it so special. There are bonds that are understood without lengthy explanations. Simply observing closely is enough to realize that something important is happening. This is how the relationship between Taehyung and Jungkook is perceived. In every encounter, in every shared moment, there is an emotional coherence that remains steadfast over time. The way they are together conveys security, a sense of calm that doesn't need grand gestures to feel real. When they are together, the atmosphere subtly shifts. Their eyes meet naturally, as if they have been speaking the same silent language for years. Jungkook seems to find peace knowing that Taehyung is near, and Taehyung responds with a constant, attentive, and caring presence. It's not about flashy gestures, but about a closeness that flows easily and is maintained even in the simplest moments. There is something very clear in the way they support each other. They both know when to draw close and when to give space. This harmony doesn't appear overnight. It is the result of a shared history, of experiences lived together, of trust built step by step. Taehyung and Jungkook understand each other perfectly. A small gesture, a subtle smile, or a lingering gaze speaks volumes more than any words. Over the years, their connection has only grown stronger. Today it feels more stable, more conscious. An emotional maturity is evident in the way they care for one another. Jungkook shows special attention to Taehyung, and Taehyung responds with a protective calm that envelopes everything. This dynamic speaks of a deep bond, where they both find mutual support and understanding. During this special time of year, the Christmas atmosphere further highlights their closeness. There's a distinct warmth in their interactions, as if they share their own space even when surrounded by others. They don't seek the spotlight, they simply share the moment. This consistent choice to be together speaks volumes about what they mean to each other. Many who have followed their journey for some time easily recognize these details. It doesn't have to be obvious at first glance. The relationship between Taehyung and Jungkook is expressed discreetly, yet firmly. It's present in how they stand side by side, in how they look at each other when they think no one is watching, in the way they support each other without needing words. Their story is made up of small moments that, added together, have enormous value. Shared laughter, comfortable silences, gestures of care that arise spontaneously. This sum of moments builds a relationship that feels sincere and constant. Jungkook and Taehyung move forward together with a trust that feels solid, as if they both know they can count on each other without hesitation. This new sign that many have noticed fits with everything they've shown over time. It reinforces the idea that their connection is still alive, present, and nurtured.